unedited. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what we're doing here. Telling the truth and shaming the devil. Yes, sir. Come on in, come on in, come on in. All right. Let me get my charger. I got to get my charger. Oh, I think I left it in the car. All right. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Live uncut.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
Well, we tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell the truth, shame the devil. All right. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Had to get the phone charger. Come on in, people. Let me start shouting out some names, y'all. All right. Let's get it rolling. I'm sorry, people. All right, let's get rolling. Shout out some names here. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Let's get it rolling, people. Come on in, people. Come on in. 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 Mm-hmm. Come on in, live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all share the video. 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 Come on in. All right. Let's get to rocking and rolling. YouTube, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube, please do. Martin G. Johnson. One faith, one fold. Okay. Come on in. I ain't call out no names. I'm sorry, y'all. The road, I still got some people in here from the last live. All right. All right. All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Let's rock and roll. All right. Too blessed to be stressed. All right. All right. We're going to get started, people. We're definitely going to get it started. I'm taking phone calls too. Call in number 872 299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right, people, y'all know what time it is. So what's your time? Just join. This topic, we're talking about our young folks trending solutions. I need a caller. I need a call. Or I need a caller. Greetings. Henry, I see you. Heartfelt. Too blessed to be sure I see you. Corithia Williams, what's your topic tonight? Young people. Cassandra Clark, young people. DeMonte King, boss hat. Yes, sir. Jeff, Bottom Hammer Hill, what up, man? Corvell Monte, what up? Felisa Lewis, hey, everyone. All right. Letitia Longmire, I hope I pronounced that right. Ronnie Johnson in the building. I'm going to be taking notes again. Y'all be on y'all best behavior tonight. Try to be. Ken and Nicole, we definitely going to try to be on our best behavior. Was that a DU? DW, like that hat. Okay, thank you. Levita Ross. All right. Gilda Simone. All right. Raven Harris. All right. Eddie Hallmark. I love being black. That's right. I love being black. Y'all better love it. Deborah Singleton, Wisconsin. All right. Gotta blast these demons. All right. Now, we always talk about it. We always say, back in our day, we did this, we did that. And we did. We had this, they don't have this. We had some of the same problems as the young folks. Some of these same young people out here cussing their parents out. All right, I'm hot. The fan on me, give me some air. All right. Venitra Smith, hey. Roosevelt, where you been at, Roosevelt? Come on, call in, Roosevelt. I want to mess with you. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. We got the men blaming the women blaming the man, the police blaming the parents, and the police blaming Kim Fox, and oh my God, everybody's blaming everybody. Nobody wants to take the blame. Who's going to take the blame? Yes, Lord. All right, I'm looking for a caller. Once I start talking, they're going to be talking. All right. Black people, what we going to do? We have to do something. We waiting on the police to shoot somebody down. We waiting on a young person to shoot at the police to kill the police. What are we waiting on? Are we praying and doing nothing? Looks like I got a caller. All right. I got another caller. All right. 3268. You should be ready by now. 3268. Vanessa Johnson, hey. 3268, you the first caller. Last four digits of your phone number. Okay, I'm sorry, caller. I got you on mute. I'm sorry, caller. My fault. 3268 again. I'm sorry. I hit you on mute. I'm sorry, caller. Go ahead, caller.
What's going on, Martin?
Hey, Roosevelt. How you doing?
Okay, I'm doing good.
Man, we've been asking about you. Deborah Adams Coker. How you doing, Deborah? We've been asking. What's going on with these young folks out here, Roosevelt?
Well, I mean, I don't know, but the thing is, the stuff I've only been hearing about it because I've been out of town the last couple of weeks. A friend of mine and her husband, they invited me on a cruise. So I
Uh-oh.
went, and I've been spending like the last week in Texas and everything. But I've been hearing what's been going on back there. I
Mm,
heard about the invasion of the gas station
mm.
last
Roosevelt,
night. And yes, I can understand. I said that,
let me change the subject. You didn't find you no boo down there on that cruise?
no, not at
Okay.
all.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I just want to change the subject. Going
I,
back to the
I
subject
guess,
again.
I guess, we, I guess we, I guess we might as well face it. At almost 50, I don't think that there's no too hardly for me.
Okay.
But it's cool. But yeah, I've been hearing, about certain things that's been going on in Chicago, how it was so many shootings this past weekend and so many people killed. And one of my best friends and her husband, like I said, that they used to live in Chicago, but they said they're glad that they got out of there because they just said it's just way too violent and just too much going on. And yeah, I can understand that maybe we did a few things as kids, but it just seems like it's with the advent of, I would say, music, criminal behavior. As a matter of fact, I even talked about that in a video that I did on my YouTube channel last year, how they put certain messages in rap music and in hip hop music over the last like 20 something years to cause people to commit crime and to fill up the criminal or prison industrial complex, because a whole lot of those music companies are in bed with private prisons. So private prisons get paid off of keeping those prisons full. And a whole lot of young people that don't know that they're being used by the music industry to for their destruction and their downfall, but they are. And plus it's also with social media and everything too. We didn't have those kind of influences back in our day. So I just think with that, and plus, 'cause come on now, they could put something together and they could get to, because I'm pretty sure this whole gathering was put together all by a Facebook post or people inviting people to come down and everything. They did all of that through social media. We didn't have those
Mm-hmm.
kind of avenues when we were kids. So it's much worse now than it was then. Like I said, I can understand that we all did our stuff, that we all snuck around maybe, or when our parents went around, maybe we talked a certain way, or even cursed, or maybe even had sex or something without our parents even knowing. But it just seems like it's a whole, everything is just going to hell. Everything is just worse than what it was then.
Roosevelt.
Sometimes you just want to say, stop the world, I want to get off.
Roosevelt. Let me let
Mm-hmm.
me take this other caller real quick. I don't want to keep her on too long.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, sister, 9433. I think that's the sister. I think I know who that is.
Hey,
9433.
hey, Mark.
Yeah, I thought
Hey,
so.
Mark. Hey, Mark.
Appreciate it. What's going on? How you
Yeah,
doing? Yeah.
I think everybody needs to be held accountable. The kids, the parents, everybody. Just stop playing the blame game. And most of these parents, I'm gonna say this: they need to whoop their kids' tail.
Mm-hmm.
It's called discipline. Oh, I'm not gonna feed you, and you coming in my house and you making me sick. I'm gonna beat your butt, and then I'm gonna call the police.
Okay. Mama said she gonna beat your
So
butt.
right, because back in my day, my mama whooped me. My mama and my grandma whooped me.
What they whoop you with?
They went under my they. Oh, I got with a whip in the extension cord, and the old man told nobody. My mama didn't let me go to everybody's house. I couldn't go over everybody's house and spend the night. My mama had to meet the parents. My mama had to have a name and an address and a phone number.
Okay.
So these parents need to step their game up. Go up under these kids' bed. Check these kids' book bed. Whoop these kids.
Mm-hmm. You think if we whoop them, that'll help?
Of course it will.
Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna feed you and clothe you, and you think you gonna come to my house and jump on me? No.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So these parents need to be held accountable. And you know what, man? They probably knew where their kids was at.
Now you don't think some of them probably didn't know? I mean, some of them probably working. Some of them probably was out and about, and their daughters and sons snuck out. You don't think that's possible?
That's possible too.
Oh, okay.
That's possible too. But these kids got technology where you can ping your kid iPhone and you can know where your kid is at.
Okay. All right, hold on.
What
Call
happened?
in number. Hold on,
Huh?
sister. 872
Okay.
299 0808 or 872 297 6389. All right, looking for some more callings. Now, you said, sister, that they need their butt whoop. And I
Yeah,
agree with you, too. Some of them need it.
yeah. I'm, I'm not afraid to tell nobody. I got with a extension cord, with a whip. My dad used to whoop my. He used to turn me upside down and whoop my behind.
Well, Roosevelt, you ever got a whooping?
Oh, dear, plenty. Because that's the way it was back in our day. And I
Uh-huh.
mean, and I think the young lady who's talking and everything, I think that she's correct. I mean, because when I was a kid, I mean, I don't know how much more older than she, than she is over me, or if I'm older than her. But it seemed like we grew up maybe during the same time, where my parents didn't let me go over everybody's house and spend the night over everybody's house. And if I went to go visit everybody, she'd have to have a parent's name, speak to the parent, and actually have an address and actual telephone number.
Mm, okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
Roosevelt. I'm 46 years old, and
Well,
I
okay,
think
I'm 49.
okay, and I thank
So
God
we're
for
kind of
my
from the same era.
yeah. I thank God for my grandma, my uncles, everybody whooping, chastising me. You cannot be scared of your kids.
mm. Okay, well, let me. We need some solutions. Y'all talking now. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Give me some ideas what we should do.
I think one of something is not to let children have a cell phone, especially a smartphone, at a certain age. I believe, and this is going to sound radical, but we're talking about radical parenting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, we done talked about the problem and even tried to come up with solutions many times on your platform, and I think no one's come up with anything. So I just think that this is time to be radical. I think it should be a certain age before a child can get a smartphone. I think
Okay.
that maybe they should, do it like they do driver's license or, buying alcohol or cigarettes. Maybe you should be 18 before you can get one. Before that, only thing that you can do is something is just have a phone with no kind of data plan. Maybe that's how it should be. Because I believe that with the phone in children's hands, I believe that that's, a whole lot of the problem and everything. And it's almost like it's this digital crack to where this is all that they think about and this is all that they do. And, you can't keep their minds on anything else.
Mm.
So I think that's part of the problem.
Okay. All right. So you said we should take their phones away from them, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a start in the
Because,
right
I mean,
direction.
it's a problem. It's a problem anytime kids are in school where they should be learning. And I've seen it. I've seen it even in church, even in the church I go to, where service could be going on or something, and some of the other kids and stuff are on their phones. I've even seen adults do it.
Mm.
It's a shame.
Well, I remember uh, seeing it on Facebook. Somebody said they was gonna put a chip in us. and the trick is the phone.
Okay. Well, I need some solutions. Hold on,
But that's one.
let me get some new callers.
Call in number
Let me get some new callers.
872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
All right, I need some callers.
So,
Go ahead, Rosa.
so
Whoever was talking, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, my dear
I
sister.
mean, but
oh, I totally agree. Right with Roosevelt. If you take away the phones, then they won't be able to communicate with other folks. Because back in my day, we didn't have no cell phone. We had pagers. We had payphones.
and we had landline house phones. Remember?
Right. I was going to go there. I had a job at 16. I had a landline put in my roof. So we had landlines. These kids don't know nothing about no landline.
Okay. Well, now y'all know we living in a different day and time and age. They don't want you to whoop the children and leave a mark on them. They don't want you to do that.
I think a whole lot of that needs to go away too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, why did it have to get like this? Because they did not have all of these rules and laws when me and the young lady were growing up. Where did it just go so to the other side to where now we don't even have control over our children anymore because they always try to say, well, you can discipline them, but you can't leave a mark on them. But yet, if you don't take control of them and the police end up getting them, they're not going to only leave a mark on them. You run across the wrong cop, they're going to shoot them and then not care. So, I mean, isn't it almost like the same thing? They can discipline, the parent can't discipline the child, but yet the authorities will discipline the child.
Okay, hold on. Got a caller, 612. Minnesota.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Oh, I'm glad to be living. I'm good. Glad to be living.
That's great. I seen the thing about that takeover on 31st over there.
Yeah.
I was watching that. I mean, every time it just getting worse, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
And they man, I forgot the name of the guy you said that needs $1.
Yeah.
For his program.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can't even give a man $1. What's $1?
I don't know about us.
If his program is working,
yeah,
he asking for $1 million or $100. He just want $1.
Mm-hmm. These folks out here,
them takeovers, they look terrible. They're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
They tore that store up. And like every time you turn around on it, it's another takeover in different areas.
Yeah, well, see, when the text alert came about, it warned the parents. So the parents, like, okay, you better not take your behind over there, so and so, so and so. You know how the parents talk. So it put it out there. But now he didn't send no text alert, and y'all see what happened.
Wow. And there's so many of them, though.
Yeah, of course.
It's a lot of them. And it looks like it's more of them than it is the police.
Oh, yes. In most cases it is.
But so the thing when they don't, so he donating his own money. So he's like he can't send alerts out anymore. Or he gonna do it last
No, he can do it, but he's not gonna keep financing out his own pocket. This is a we thing,
It's not fair to him.
It's not fair to him. He didn't already sponsor 6 of them. Those cost money. It's 5 cents a text. You got 8,000 to 10,000 people on there.
Oh wow.
That's
They
probably
won't even help.
around $700-800, every time, and them alerts might go out 3 times a week.
Oh wow. So yeah, I heard what you said it was working. It was working pretty good.
Yeah, it did work. It worked.
Mm. But nobody want to help them fund it to keep it working.
That's us. That's our problem. We dropped the ball on that one.
Mm-hmm. So you think these gonna keep on happening, these takeovers?
Of course. We don't stop it.
What makes it even worse, they just getting on people's cars, they jumping on top of their cars, they breaking down one. I mean, it caused a lot of damage to people's property and everything.
Well,
some of them teenage you can't whoop. They taller and bigger than you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't wait. I mean, you ain't never whooped your child, and you wait till the child get 20 years old, then you want to start trying to. That ain't gonna work.
It's too late. No, they standing 6'5" and 10. No. Wow. They had one in Milwaukee. I saw you showed that one too. Like it just started trending all over the world. Everybody started.
Yeah. Young people, we got the same issues everywhere we go.
People always say like when we grew up, we didn't see that we had it. Thank goodness.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, we live in a different day and time. Some of the things that our parents did back then, it probably won't work right now. I'm not saying everything they did probably won't work. I said some of the things that they did to us, it probably wouldn't work right now.
It's a whole different era.
Whole totally different set of young people.
Yeah. Yeah. And I did watch your live. I think you watched it yesterday. I didn't call. I just watched it. Man, you get kind of mad.
I'll get mad. What's wrong with that?
I don't know you get mad. I'm just saying it seems like you'll be cool and stuff like that, but when you get irritated, you just go in.
Of course. I mean, I'm human. I get mad.
Like me.
I don't like nobody.
I don't want to hear that.
I don't like nobody dogging my people out.
Nope, I got you.
I don't like people dogging my people. You don't have nothing good to say about our people. You shouldn't be speaking on this platform, period.
No.
Period. If you don't identify with Black people and you don't sympathize with, you shouldn't be
always
speaking.
negative.
Yeah, so that's why I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at no Black people where they spend their money. That's that money.
No, people spend money trying to wait. They want to.
That's it. Everybody ain't
gonna have whatever you want to buy your money.
Everybody ain't gonna have $500 in the bank, but I guarantee you they may have $500 worth of jewelry or $500 worth of Michael Jordan they could sell, or $500 cars. I mean, so it's I don't worry about. I'm not trying to keep up with white folks.
Yeah.
And listen, if a Black man discovers Chicago, why is it Black people isn't running Chicago? White people control Chicago.
Yeah. I want to ask you, Mark, why do you allow that? Like, you say you love your Black people. When somebody insults, I'm trying to figure out why you let it continue. Like, I don't know how to explain. Why you indulging?
I'll say this. This show is not based on you have to agree with everything I say. It's not based on that. I like to hear the other perspective of the side of it. And by her saying that she's mixed and don't identify.
You don't really know.
Right. Trust me. She's learning things.
Yeah.
If she wasn't, she wouldn't be
here.
But
she attacks us so much.
Yeah.
She attacks us so much.
Yeah, but
that's not cool. That's like you come on just to attack us.
Yeah. Well,
you know
what you got to do.
Want to do when you do it on your
Yeah.
Your platform. You let everybody come on and you pay for come on. But then sometimes people attack you too.
Oh yeah, they attack me. They go with the territory. Ain't no problem. I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
You get tired of it?
No, I mean it's part of it's hard to it's part of it. I mean, if you're an electrician,
you got a lot of patience, Mark.
Yeah,
Well, you Martin, what's your G stand for? Martin Great Johnson?
Eh,
Martin Good Johnson?
getting it right. Going to heaven.
I said, Martin got
Yeah.
a lot of patience. I don't think I could be. I mean,
Yeah, but see,
I'm like, wow,
you
he just,
can't be just one sided. You have to hear other different views. So sometimes,
yeah.
like, I ask her different questions. Which one of your parents are black?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like black people? Do you know anything good about black people? You have to ask that question because see, some people operating out of pure hatred of black people,
Yeah.
and they never been
Yeah.
fully accepted of black people. So this is their way of retaliation and things like that. Right.
Mm.
And first of
It don't
all,
sound like she likes no. Sounds like she likes black people at all.
mhm, yeah, well,
It don't sound like she like none of it.
yeah. Well, she said she didn't have nothing good to say about us. So what that tell you? She don't like black
Watch them
people.
platform. Yeah. What's she doing on the platform? That's what I don't get.
Yeah. You
Is
gotta
that her
ask.
way of attacking us through your platform?
You gotta ask her.
That's what, because you so nice. You got your ways, Mom, but you also very, very patient. Sometimes you be overly nice, and sometimes the other side you come out. It all depends on what nerve they're hitting.
Mm-hmm.
You're a
Well,
lot nicer than I would be.
what'd you say,
It just
Roosevelt?
kind of, huh?
Roosevelt, what did you
I
say?
think you're a lot. I think you're a lot not lot nicer and more patient than I might be because you let a whole lot of stuff just go on.
Right.
And I mean, and I'm
Yeah.
not trying to say, and I'm not trying to say that if I say something, whether the young ladies on the panel say something, that you always agree with us or that we're going to agree with you 100% of the time. Because I don't care how
Mhm.
well you get along. I don't think no one agrees 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a difference
Right.
in between disagreeing and just being downright just hateful and disrespectful too.
Yeah, attacking. Because when I listen, I won't come on, jump in and defend them. I'm like, Martin,
And
say
Martin,
something. Martin,
and,
say
and
something.
Martin, and we've been struggling all our life, Martin. Black people been struggling all our life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
But I did get offended last night when she kept saying, we can get a business, we can do a business, but she never revealed where she working at or none of that. Everything is a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So basically, Martin,
And
you know
that's
who
the
you really
part I
talking
get
to.
like.
Yeah. Hold
You
on.
know
Let
who
me.
you really talking
Hey,
to.
hold on. Let me address something. This is what you call throwing a curveball. Let me read this to y'all. Instead of having house
Okay.
music in parks, focus on old heads and how we grew up. We need to invest in our young people in other ways. We too busy with the parties in the park. See, that's a knock at me right there, Ray Thomas. So y'all know that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to
Mm-hmm.
ask Ray Thomas, I want him to
Mm-hmm.
call in and explain to me what
Mm-hmm.
he's doing. That's what I want to know. Now,
You're not having no big parties. You going to start.
I know. Hold on. Hold it. I want Ray to call in. Ray Thomas, call in and defend yourself before I go in on you. But call in and defend
And
yourself.
Martin,
Yeah, Roosevelt.
and Martin,
Yeah.
I had a little bit of an idea. Now, whether you want to do it or not, because I've seen another YouTuber do this. Whenever he's talking, and let's just say someone makes a disrespectful or off-putting comment, when he opens up the phone lines, he always makes them call in. He said that's an order, that's a mandate that you call in, because if this person don't call in, then you'll be blocked. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah. That's what need to be happening. Yeah, call in, Ray. I want to see.
That's a good idea, Roosevelt.
Yeah, I want to know what you're doing for the young people. How you make a difference here in the thing. So we supposed to stop what we doing, drop everything we doing. We can't enjoy life. And you probably don't even have no children. I wonder what your children doing. I wonder what they doing. Wonder what they doing.
They expect you to go out there and do everything, Martin. What they said online and watch you go out there and do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Won't
people
make
do.
no effort to do nothing. Couch potato.
Okay. I got a special guest today, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
900 is back on y'all back. She's back.
Oh. Okay.
I heard you talking about me. So
I
I
sure was. I was talking about you too.
Uh-huh.
We all were.
I've been tuned in since the beginning, Martin. I've been listening. So who is
I know she listening.
Okay, well,
Who is this? Who
they
is on your live? Come on me.
okay. I was talking about you.
You
They
can't
was
know
talking
us.
about
We
you.
don't know you.
Okay, hold on. What question y'all want to ask her? What do y'all want to talk about her?
I want to ask her. Oh, she okay.
Hold on. Before y'all talk, let me read this. 900, this is for you. Some people are dealing with an identity crisis, ashamed of one half, but reluctant to disclose the other half. That's talking about 900 all day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not dealing with no identity crisis.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're not black.
Okay, so
You're not black, are you?
Martin, I told you. When somebody asks me, and I get this question a lot, people do ask me, what am I like? I tell them that I'm mixed. And I tell them, and then I proceed to tell them what I'm mixed with because they ask me. I don't say I'm one or the other. I just say I'm mixed, and then I tell them both. That's what I do. So by me telling them both, I am identifying as black. But I'm not only black. So
go ahead, Minnesota.
Okay,
go ahead.
I want to ask you.
Let Minnesota go first. Then go ahead. Ask the question, young guys.
Okay. I want to ask you, like,
ask the question now. Come on with it.
I want to ask you. I'm trying to think of which one I want to ask. That's quite a bit of them.
I go to the next person until you get it together. Now.
Don't start stuttering now.
No, I don't stutter. There you go disrespecting. I don't stutter. I don't. See, that's what I'm saying. See what I'm talking about? I wasn't stuttering. I was trying to figure out which question to ask you. I had a whole lot of.
Come on.
I don't stutter. I want to ask you, why do you come on this line if you really don't like blacks? You talk very negative, like you just insulted me and say I was stuttering. Now if I go in on you, then you're gonna think I'm wrong. I just asked you a deep question. Why are you on the line if you don't like black and you always negative? You never had nothing good to say.
You want me to answer your question?
Yeah, don't get smart with me though. You didn't have to get smart. I'm talking to two women here.
Hey, look, I was just playing with you. My mom stutter, okay? I take a chill.
I don't stutter. I wasn't stuttering. I just trying to figure out which question to ask you because I had so many different ones.
Why you get so defensive? The only one mad here is you.
Because you always have an attitude with blacks when you come on here. You said you can talk to us any kind of way you want, and you can't do that. And you always negative. Yeah, you always negative. You have nothing good to say about us. So do you come on here to attack us? To attack us? Or what is it?
Look, you want me to answer your question or not?
There you go, getting smart. You can answer, yeah.
Okay, like I've told Martin several times, like I said last night when they was asking me, okay, well, I'm gonna just answer your question straight out. So like I said before, I don't know all black people. So I can't say that I don't like black people. I do like black people. I've said several times on here that I don't like the culture of the majority of black people. Mm-hmm. That's what I said. I don't dislike any group. I mean, any race of people. First of all, if I said I didn't like black people, I would literally be saying that I don't like my own mother, and that's a lie.
No, that's different. That's different. It's how you talk, how you come off. You're always negative. You have nothing but you put us down a lot. You put us down a lot. You say how we should spend our money. What is it?
First of all, I wasn't telling nobody how they should spend their money. I was simply throwing out suggestions out there. I can't tell nobody what to do with their money.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I'm not in the poorhouse. So I'm trying to help.
There you go.
All right. All right. Hold it right there. Hold it. I got one more. I got another call online. Marcus, go ahead, Marcus. You want to ask a question or you want to make a comment? Go ahead, Marcus.
So I'm gonna make a comment and I'm gonna ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
There are a lot of black people who I'm talking about black people who are not niggas, who hate black people, who hate the culture. Now, when you talk about hating the culture, do you hate the culture that we're seeing that's driving these kids out here to do stuff that they shouldn't be doing? or do you hate the culture in general?
I hate the culture. I hate this hedonistic culture where we uplift violence and death, and we don't want to see righteousness, and we don't want to do right. We don't want to obey authority. We don't want to recognize authority. We love entertainment. We don't want to learn. All we run to is violence. That's the culture I'm talking about, the destructive culture that's contributing to the degradation of our communities today. That's the culture I'm talking about.
Martin, if I could say something.
Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead.
This may offend some of you all, but it's a lot of black people who hate that culture because they're tired of seeing innocent people get killed in crossfires and these kids getting away. They get to live their life while a victim is suffering. And so a lot of black people have been driven to think that way, that, you know what, we're tired of the society uplifting these bad guys and rewarding them with good things when they should not be rewarded with good things, because the problem is going to continue to happen. And you can't blame nobody but that individual that commits that crime. But I'm cautious not to fall, because I could easily fall in that category and start hating people. But you have to try to understand and analyze the situation, that it all goes back to white supremacy, who created this by taking the resources from us, by starving us. And so you got lions in the same cage. What they going to do? You put two rats in the same cage and you don't feed them, one of them is going to eat the other one. It's sad, but this is driving us to hate our own people.
Right.
Because we hate that culture.
Hold it, Marcus. Let me say this number. Call-in number,
we're working hard
872-299-0808 or 872-297. Okay, hold it, Marcus. 6389. Now, 900, tell me 5 things you like about yourself.
Well, I think that I'm a pretty person. I think I'm a pretty woman.
In looks, right? In looks, okay.
Yeah, in looks.
Okay.
I think that I have a very engaging personality. I'm kind of I can walk up to anybody and start a conversation.
Okay.
I would say that I'm confident in myself.
Okay.
I have principles and morals that I stand on, and I don't denounce them for anyone or anybody's authority or place of work or anything like that. And what is that for?
Yeah.
And I feel like I have a strong relationship with my faith in Christianity. Of course, I know everything, but I feel like I have that strong foundation that has served me well throughout my life.
Okay. So the same 5 things that you just named about yourself, you mean to tell me you couldn't find none of those characteristics, attributes, whatever you want to call them, in another black person?
Can I answer a question?
Hold it. I'm talking now. I'm gonna open up the flow. Okay. Go ahead.
Because like I said a couple of streams ago, maybe when I was coming up, I could have found those traits. But I'm speaking about my experiences right now with most black people. I ain't saying all. People keep going back saying.
Let's reel back. Hold it, 900. I asked you a question. The 5 things that you told me that you like about yourself, you can't recognize none of those things in black people? They don't have none of those things that you just named?
Oh, you generalizing. And like I said,
I just asked a question. So I'm saying out of all the people that you know.
Let me answer it. You trying to make it seem like you want me to answer that for all black people. And I'm telling you that I can't answer that for all black people. I can only speak from my personal experience. And I'm telling you from my personal experience, I don't know any black person who have those attributes right now.
Not even your mama.
She got some.
Wow.
You're a terrible person.
Can I?
You are a terrible
Can I
person,
please-
900.
I'm being honest.
You're a terrible
I'm being honest.
person.
What are you talking about?
You're a terrible
I'm
person.
not a terrible person.
You're a terrible. Go ahead,
Can I please
sister.
ask
Go
her a
ahead.
question?
Go ahead.
How am I
94.
terrible?
I go there. Come on,
So wait a
9433. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm finna go there. How you gonna get to heaven and you hate people? Ordinary, for you to get to heaven, baby, you gotta love everybody. You gotta have forgiveness. And black people been struggling all the time. See, I heard what you said. You said you ain't never had to struggle, so that means you have a civil.
I ain't never said that. I ain't never said
That
that.
means you black. No,
I don't know who you
I'm
heard
reading
that
between
from.
your lines.
I don't know who you heard that from. You didn't hear
By
that from
being
me.
a Christian, baby, you gotta love.
No.
everybody.
I never
No.
said I never had to struggle. You don't know my life.
No,
you don't know
no,
my life.
No, and guess what? You get on the platform, you don't never have nothing positive to say. Let me tell you something. You have to speak positive. You have to speak it in the air.
Well, look, excuse me, but you probably wasn't on this live stream last week when I was dropping a whole bunch of facts, and I had like 4 people on this live stream agreeing with me. So I don't always get on here. I don't always get on here just speaking nonsense or speaking hate or whatever you think I'm speaking. I get on here and I do speak facts because I got people agreeing with me who be on this live stream all the time.
You won't tell us. You won't tell us where you work at 900.
Why you want to know where I work at? Why you want to know where I work at?
Sweetie pie, you is not Queen Elizabeth. You is not the vice president. You just like us, baby. You got a permanent job, and you probably struggling like us.
Okay. Hey, all right. Hold it right there. I got 2 more callers. Y'all. Hold it. 2 more callers. Eric code 224. Go ahead. 224. Go ahead.
I just want to know where is she coming from with, like, she don't believe in black. She believe in black this percent and this percent. Like, I'm just trying to figure out where is that.
Well, ask her. She's on a live. Ask her. 900. Ask her.
900.
Yes.
Where are you coming from with the percentage is what I'm trying to figure out.
What percentage?
You saying, this percentage is black. I don't believe in this many black people or that many black people are.
No, okay. What I was getting at is when Martin was asking me the question, he said you don't have those things to say about black people, and I was telling him I can't say that those things are traits of all black people. But see, that's what I'm saying. Martin get on here sometimes and he say that he's generalizing when he speaks, and I don't understand why people can't understand that when I say the things that I do, I'm generalizing. I ain't talking about every single black person. Like people know that already. That's just a scapegoat for them to say, well, that's not me, when they know darn well I ain't talking about them. If the shoe fit, wear it. So my thing is the percentage. There ain't no percentage. I was talking about the black people that I personally know and that I have come in contact with. When I do have good things to say, like I've told Martin several times, they're pertaining to the times when I was growing up. The black people that I knew, I have more good things to say. But I'm talking about these times now, when times are different, families are different. I have very, very little to say, to be honest. I have very little to say.
How many? Okay, let me ask you a question. How many black friends you have?
I got 2.
How long they been your males or females?
Both.
One male and one female?
So it's 1 and 1.
Yes.
So can you tell me what's your relationship with either? Both of them.
Well, one, she used to be my coworker. And the other one,
and do they feel like
hold it, sir.
The same way that you feel?
Hold it. Let me. I got it now. Come on. The male.
And the other one, I met him when I was going to get my car service a couple years back. He worked at the car dealership, and we hang out sometimes. We go in and
So there's a lot of poof sniffers. There's a lot of poof
Sir,
sniffers around.
Sir, hold it. Let her talk. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
can you tell
and
me?
you know the guy, he thinks a lot like I do. You know.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Okay, since he thinks like you, tell me 5 good things about him that you know. You hang out with him, so evidently you got to be a good person.
Well,
don't laugh, y'all. Don't laugh. Let's hear out. Come on.
Well, for one, he sees eye to eye. We see eye to eye on a lot of things. We had a long conversation last time we hung out. What else? He's a hard worker. He has his own business.
Right.
He has,
Right. He's just like every other black person. So I mean,
hold on, brother. Hold it. I got her. I'm nailing her down to the cross right now. Come on. We got 2. Come on, sister. Come on, 900. Come on. You got 3.
What you mean you nailed me to the cross?
I'm pinning you down.
Okay. Another thing is he has a YouTube channel too. It's a pretty popular YouTube channel.
Okay.
I watch it sometimes. So he's like an entrepreneur. You know,
okay.
he actually makes money from his YouTube channel, so that's all he does.
Okay.
What else? I mean, he's pretty like protective, you know, like typical man stuff that you would expect.
Now. Now, didn't you tell me? Well, you told the panel a while back. Presently, you couldn't find nothing good to say about black people. Nothing good.
Yeah.
Now I mean, I'm just going. Hold on. I'm just going by what you said. Now, this guy you hang out with,
I'm sticking to it.
He black.
And I'm sticking to it.
But you just named me 5 things you just named me 5 things about this black brother that you like.
He's an individual black person, Martin. He's an individual. I was talking about as a group, Martin.
Oh, come on now. Come on now.
And you know that, Martin.
Come on now.
You know that.
No,
you know that, Martin.
Come on now.
I told
come
you
on. You said you didn't have nothing good. I asked you, hold on. I asked you about Martin Luther King. You couldn't find 5 things. I asked you about Malcolm X. You didn't know too much about. I asked you about individuals.
Martin, I don't know too much about them. I told you before. I really have never cared so much for history. I know some things about these people, but I can't tell you a long laundry list about things.
Hold it right there.
I really can't.
Hold it right there. Let's go to the next caller. 9999. Come on. 9999. Come on, caller. Sorry for having you hold on to it.
Hey, this is your multiracial, biracial sister, Mother Diva calling because I'm black, white, and Indian.
Okay.
And I got something to say here.
Let me hear it.
Okay. I've been listening and listen to this young lady speak her experience. But from what I'm getting from this, it seems to me that her experience has, for example, a person that is in jail and they say, all the people I know is in jail just because they're in jail. So she's speaking from her psychological environment in terms of the people that she generalized as black people that she knows. She just said she doesn't study history. So her mentality and her perspective of generalizing black culture is based on limitations of her psychological prison that has been influenced by media and images.
Okay.
No, not just seeing images, real life experience.
No,
real
because
life
at the
experience.
same time she can like you said, she can tell about the black dude that she has encounters with. She deal with who she want to deal with.
If you're saying 900 that you don't know any black people with that you can speak on from a positive perspective, that is because you have not put yourself in an environment of positive black people. That's on you.
I agree
Tell the
with you
truth and shame the devil.
I agree with you there.
Martin, you a shit star.
No, I'm telling you, I agree with you. I agree with you.
So that's what this is. And oftentimes, I was just sitting here, Martin, getting the numbers because I do a lot of research as a researcher. And what has happened in the community is that we have been bombarded with false media. I'm not saying that there are not problems in the African American or Black community with crime and poverty and joblessness and homelessness, but guess what? That is the United States of America and worldwide. There are problems in the Caucasian community, the Indian community. All these communities have the same issues. The problem is you don't hear about all the domestic violence and fighting and crime that goes on in the trailer park with Billy Bob and Kathy Joe on the 6 o'clock news. But you're going to hear about Pookie and Ray Ray in Inglewood.
That's
the
Ray
problem.
Ray them don't know how to calm. Ray Ray them don't know how to calm down.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the media is not fair. If you go look up the numbers, 83% of Caucasians kill other Caucasians. You know, all this, we got to stop Black on Black crime. It's crime in every community. There's white on white crime.
Tell the truth.
There's Chinese on Chinese
devil.
crime. You don't even see. Let's talk about our United States government for a minute. Whenever there is a meeting in Congress or a council meeting, you know, the people, I mean, there may be heated and there may be some arguments or disagreements, but go look at the Asians. When they have a government meeting, they turn into gangbangers. They are fighting, throwing chairs across at each other, beating the hell out of each other. We don't do that in this country. But nobody wants to talk about that. The focus always got to be something negative about Black people. And I'm tired of it. What about the National Association of Black Geologists and Geophysicists? How come we don't hear about that? How come we don't hear about this little 12-year-old girl that got accepted from Harvard and Yale? They show is negative stuff.
What they want.
I'm sick of it.
Mother Diva. See, and that's what, now I had a program, and this is going to be our last time talking about 900. I promise you guys. I had a program, I believe it was last week before last. I had Black women on here and Black men. They introduced themselves. They told us a little bit about themselves, they work and family oriented. Some of them said 6 figures. Some of them said they business owners. And I told her, 900, I said, I don't know what type of Black people you be around or you just watching TV or something. So you don't know nobody that's doing anything. You have surrounded yourself around the wrong people. You're talking that propaganda, what you see on TV, because that stuff that she talk about, I'm not part of none of that shooting culture and all that. And matter of fact, I want to ask again, what is culture? What do you consider Black culture? That's what I'm.
Martin, you know what culture is.
No. I want you to break it down. Tell our audience.
Okay. The black culture. Let's talk about.
No, answer the question. What is the Black culture?
Like you just said,
this is part of it. Let's talk about the culture. Let's talk about the culture of how when Black men are in jail and they are literally glorified. They glorified killers. They're glorified way more than if a Black boy graduates from Stanford or graduates from high school. They're ready to celebrate him when he get out of jail. Mama ready to take him back in, knowing he's a killer. They're ready to put money on his book.
How you know that?
That's my next question. That's my next question.
Come on.
I was going to ask her.
Stop playing.
How do you know this? How do you know this?
You did it. You got time out to it.
Because I know people who
you don't know a lot. You don't know a lot of Black people. You don't have Black friends.
Stop playing.
Seriously. Listen, everything that you saying, you're getting from off the TV. I could tell.
No, I don't watch
or on the
Exactly.
social media.
Martin, wait a minute. Martin, you can look this up.
Martin.
There are more black men in college
Listen,
than
listen,
they are in prison.
listen.
You just
Tell
don't
the
hear
truth.
about it.
Did you know that 900?
Where's the statistics?
Hold on.
Go and Google the statistics. Go look up the numbers.
You're the one who said it. The burden of proof is on you, man. You gotta prove it. I ain't the one who said it. You is. So go find me the facts. Go find me the source so I can go research it. You said
you can go to Reuters. You can go to NPR.
You gotta go look up this stuff too.
Ma'am. That's not how debates work. That's not how you have the burden of proof, ma'am. You say
I just told you where to go look it up. You can go to Reuters. You can go to NPR.
Google.
You gotta do is Google it. If you want me to do more for you, you're gonna have to send a Zelle, a Venmo, a Cash App, or something. If you want me to work for you now.
Hey, Mama Diva. Hold it. That was too much. Mother Diva, hold on.
Everybody that's listening to this broadcast, there are more black men in college than in prison. Do not let the media fool you.
That's too positive for her. That's too positive.
Go find me the statistics.
That's too positive.
The thing is, but 900, Martin.
Yes, go ahead, Roosevelt. Go,
Hey,
Roosevelt.
But 900. Now, you and I have been on a couple of Martin's panels, and yeah, I agree with a whole lot of things. Sometimes you have to say as far as like values and everything go. But the thing is, I would have to say that when people are presenting you with facts, I think that, being the intelligent person that you are, being the kind of, woman that has values and stuff that you have, if someone is telling you something that could contradict maybe some of the things that you think or maybe even see, I think that you, being the intelligent person that you are, needs to have such a thirst for knowledge that you should be able to look this stuff up for yourself. Don't tell the other person to go and Google it. You should have the thirst of knowledge to go and look up this stuff yourself.
But you know what? But wait a minute. Let me say this.
Hold it.
But here's the thing.
Hold it, Roosevelt.
If I had said there were more white kids in college than black, she wouldn't have asked me for those facts. She wouldn't have asked me to give her statistical numbers on that because she's been bombarded with the media, and her mind has been conditioned to accept that.
Martin.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah.
Go, Marcus.
Can I also say this?
Go ahead, Marcus.
There are a lot of black men who take care of their families, and the media have you thinking that black men don't. They have you thinking that black people just want to get on public aid, make babies, get the free money, SSI, and all that. But look, I'll say this: if they take out taxes in our check, we put into a savings account. If we fall on hard times, we deserve to make a withdrawal, no matter how long it takes us to get back on our feet. But I want to make this point: there are black fathers out here. You won't see this on TV. That's with their families. I saw it in the city and in the inner city suburbs when I do these football games. There are black parents who fill those stadiums who support their kids just as much as the white parents. You have white kids out there acting crazy.
Let Marcus talk.
You have white kids out there acting crazy. You have all types of people out there acting crazy.
One mic, please. One mic. One mic. Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead.
Look who's running this country, and we're always at war. People are starving. What we need to do is quit hating each other. It's more to black culture than what you see on TV and in the rap videos. That's not black culture. Real black culture is what I just said. You have black men who are raising their sons. They're raising them in church, whether they're going to church or not. They're teaching their sons values. They're not just showing up at the mama's house. They live with their sons. Their sons know who their fathers is, but you won't see this on TV because the truth of the matter, the cameras only come when somebody gets shot on the block and they report the bad. The police also talk bad about certain neighborhoods because these street developers want our neighborhoods as well as want our body parts. Right now, I refuse to let Christ operate on my mother when they told me it's not mandatory. So why you want to operate on it? They want to steal us. We need to quit hating each other. I know you're angry at the culture. I'm angry at some of that culture too, but I still love my black people. I'm not going to blame all black people. I'm not going to look at all black people. You couldn't know, but you couldn't name 9 things that was great about black people. You named it about yourself, but it's a lot of great black people that fit what you just said about yourself. You got to put yourself around the right black people.
Marcus, we got to pray for her. She just got through saying that she does not know the history. And I can tell you right now, if you go and look up the history, we would not be able to exist in this country without the invention of what African American people have invented alone. You talking about the stoplight? You couldn't even go to the toilet, ma'am.
The baby stroller, the baby buggy.
Thomas Elkins invented the toilet. Nobody could use the toilet if it wasn't for him.
Let her talk.
That's right. And let me say this: if you want some numbers, ma'am, there are 4,000 prisons in the United States. There are 1,500 prisons in the United States and 4,000 colleges. So there go your numbers right there. You can easily look that up. I'm not trying to bash you or beat up on you or anything like that. My point in calling in is to show a side of what you've been exposed to. You can only speak your truth based on what has happened in your life. So if you have been involved with people in your life, or what you would say, no good black people, that's because those are the people that you've been in that environment. If people look, they're Italian people. They're Italian people that all they know is the mob because that's what they grew up around.
Okay, so why folks on here mad about what I'm saying is my truth? Why folks on here mad about that?
I think people I don't think they're so much mad. I think that they're angry because you're generalizing and you're not seeing the other side of it. That's just like, for example, I know that there's another side to all of this. Okay, I can't look. That's just like me saying every boyfriend I ever had cheated on me, so all men are cheaters. I can't say all men are cheaters. There are hundreds of millions of men in the world.
That's not what
my experience has been. So I can only speak from my experience. Well, first of all, I just use it as an example because I haven't had boyfriends to cheat on me because I'm just that good. That's another story. But
tell the truth.
Bottom line is,
and shame the devil.
Say that. Tell it. Say it. The bottom line is, hon, I understand that that's your experience, but all you have to do is go do your own research and study your history. That's all I'm saying. And I'm mixed race too, and proud to be. I don't claim just to be one thing. I claim I am a rainbow, and I am proud of it, and I claim all of my heritage.
I also claim everything. I claim everything. So why is folks on here telling me? So why is folks on here telling me I ain't one thing or the other? I claim everything.
No, but see,
you know what? Well, that's and Martin. Before y'all go get into that, let me say that because you have a lot of people on the thread that's saying that if your father's African American, you black. If you got 10%
of being black. I'm not ashamed.
That came from slave owners. They started that, and I'm not going to listen to a slave master. A slave owner and a slave master not going to tell me who I am. So if you want to believe what the slave masters say, then that's on you.
Y'all hearing it from me right now. Y'all hearing it from me right now. I am not ashamed of being black. I have said that before, and I will continue.
No, I don't think you are. I never said that. My issue was, I want you to be more exposed to the culture that's positive, all of your culture. That's all I'm saying. I just want you to learn your history and understand what the positive contributions that African American people have made in the world. That's all I'm saying.
To be fair, I don't care about the other side of my history either. I didn't grow up in a household. I didn't grow up in a household where everything was about identity. I really wasn't. I don't care about the other side either. I don't.
I really
well,
okay. You're going to be lost. You have to care about who you are. I celebrate my great-grandmother who was Irish, my grandfather who was Cherokee Indian, my father who's African American. I celebrate it all. I got relatives from London,
Okay,
celebrate it all because that's what made me.
You like me.
Mm-hmm. How was that making you any money?
Money.
Okay, this issue was not about money here. Huh? Now you didn't switch somewhere else.
What the hell? How was that contributing to you being a better person?
What?
Knowing your history. How was that contributing to you being a better person? Knowing your history. Knowing where your people
because I'm complete and one within myself, and I don't feel lost in that capacity. And I'm finding things out about myself.
I'm already complete within myself because I know who I'm a child of God. I don't need to be complete with anything else outside of that.
Do you even know Yahweh? You say you a child of God. Do you know him?
Yeah, I know Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is his name now, not Yahweh, not
No, honey. His name is not Jesus. His name is Yahshua. There is no J in the Hebrew language. There was a J. His mama called him Yahshua. His mother did not call him Jesus. Jesus did not exist. The letter J is not the English language.
Hold it. All right. Hold it. Hold it. Now hold it. Now hold it. I'm gonna stop this right here. The letter J wasn't in the alphabet, period. It just came. So we already know that, but it's history. If you don't understand, you understand. All right, let's go to this next caller. Hold on. 9953. 9953. 9953.
Yes. Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
I am here. Hello.
Yes, you're live, uncut, unedited.
I just got a couple of things to say to the young lady. I don't know her name, the mixed race. Well, first of all, y'all giving her too much attention because I think that's why she's on here.
Okay.
She don't seem to want to understand or learn anything.
That's what I said.
She's a attention seeker as far as I'm concerned. See everybody else on this station or podcast playing with you, I ain't gonna play with you. Stop playing with us if you don't want to say nothing positive. If you
900, let her talk.
Here she goes.
Let her talk. Go ahead.
You are a attention seeker, sweetheart. Find you something else to do because we're on here trying to solve problems, not add to a problem because you really irrelevant. You shouldn't even be on this podcast. Yeah.
That's what I said.
This ain't your podcast. You can't tell me what to do.
Oh boy.
This is Martin's podcast.
You think it's yours? You think it's your podcast? You think it's yours?
No,
you think it's yours, sweetheart?
Martin G. Johnson.
You
Martin
think
G.
it's yours?
Johnson run this, not you.
Not you. Okay, well, act
she don't
like
say
it.
elders at all. She still like that. She just.
Okay, 900.
You're disrespectful. You don't even let people talk.
Let her talk. Go ahead. 9953. Go ahead.
I said what I said. She's an attention seeker. Y'all giving her too much attention.
Well, this is our last time to get in it. We ain't talking about this no more. I promise you guys. This is it. We got to stay on the subject. Yeah.
And listen, I just want this Mother Diva. I just wanted to say this. The reason why I called in was because I wanted people.
You don't even know who you are.
Go ahead, Mother Diva. Go ahead.
I wasn't even call in, but I heard I was being talked about. I wasn't even gonna be calling in today.
Hold it, 900.
I called in because I wanted to give. I called in because I wanted to give the numbers and I wanted to give the facts, and I just wanted to share some positive things and positive affirmations that go on in the African American community that don't get enough press because we're constantly bombarded with negative images. And that is the problem with the media. We have to see the truth is like a diamond. You got to dig for it. A lie is always on the surface. It's easy to find.
Like Martin said, it's important to hear the story from different sides of you. Just like y'all say, I'm learning. Y'all can maybe learn things from me. This is the thing. If you want to be in an echo chamber, there's plenty of places to be that. But this is Martin's platform. Martin has already said that he allows different points of view on this platform. So until Martin tells me not to call in anymore, then I'm gonna continue to call in whenever I feel like it. I don't call in every call-in show though. I don't call in every time. Like I said, I wasn't even gonna call in tonight, but I heard I was being talked about. So I said, well, let me go on here and defend myself.
Girl,
go on here and speak my piece.
Nothing about you, girl. That's your imagination.
They was talking about, man. Go rewind the show at the beginning. They was talking about me.
Ain't nobody said it. You ain't even important enough for nobody for us to discuss.
Okay, excuse me. So, they was talking about me.
Okay, but they talking about you. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. So guess what?
Did I
Hang
say
up
I
and you don't
was?
have to worry about it.
Did I say I was? That's
All
why I
right.
called in. That's why I called in.
Okay.
You ain't gonna do nothing either.
All right. Listen. All right. Now we don't want to.
We are all entitled to speak our opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Hey,
So
But
what- so why
okay,
can't you say-
900. Hold on, 900. This is what I want you to do real quick. While we talking, I'm gonna go to somebody else. I need you to Google those statistics about how many black men in college and versus how many black men in jail. Google that real quick, because you're good with that. Do that for me. I'm asking you to do it for me. Then I want you to type in or just tell us what you found. Okay.
And then after you type in that,
No, she ain't got to type it in. I just wanted to say it. Just say it. And I want to hear that from. I just want to hear it. Yeah.
While she typing that in, tell her to type in, find somebody to play with, because I ain't the one. Tell her to type that too.
Yeah, I ain't the one either. So get out this line. So get out this
Word.
line.
Word.
sister girlfriend.
Come on now, y'all. We all grown
Now,
on
it's
here.
not even that serious.
We all grown.
Right. Get on here trying to text somebody you don't even know. Girl, bye. Take several seats.
We all grown. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Roosevelt. Go ahead, Roosevelt. Roosevelt, go ahead. Roosevelt left us.
No, I'm here.
Okay. Go ahead, man.
I just had my phone on
Okay,
mute.
mute.
And
I
everything,
appreciate
so
you.
I wouldn't
Yeah. Okay.
interfere. But it's like I don't think that I think that people are more upset with 900 because I don't know, maybe it's the word choice, or sometimes when she says certain things, maybe it comes off to some people as maybe sounding harsh or smart or anything like that. And I would have to say that, I know that she's mixed in between like black and whatever it is she's mixed with. And I would have to say, and I would have to say, well, my suggestion to her would be, like I said before, if you don't know something, if people are urging you to look this up or whatever, or presenting an opposing view, it's incumbent upon you to dig and get this information that you thought was like so wrong at first, because then you might find out and everything in the end that you were wrong. And as far as like history goes, I mean, it's the job to study history. I mean, like who Martin Luther King was, who Malcolm X was, and everything. I mean, so that way you could come up with some positive things about what Black people have done. But even though on the other side, yeah, I can definitely understand always what she means, because I'm kind of like Marcus. I hate, especially this younger version of the Black culture these days. Like what we were talking about originally, like what happened to the gas station. Those weren't white people who did that. Those were Black kids. And I mean, but still, at the same time, even though we have a whole lot of them doing this stuff, at the same time, it's not all of them either. Because you find white people who get out of order and everything too. Like a few years ago, there was some kind of party up north with white people that got out of hand, and they were up there fighting and beating the police and everything, and the police ain't do nothing to them. It hardly any kind of media coverage. But
you're talking about
like when it comes down to us, right? Exactly. But when it comes down to us, it seems like no matter what it is that we do, it seems like we're the only people who get completely judged by, all of us get judged by just the actions of what a few people are doing. Because all of the Black people that 900 is talking about, I know that Martin is not acting this way. I know that I'm not acting this way. If she got a chance to know me and spend time with me, you'll find that me and her have some of the same values, because we were raised with some of these values from our families. But at the same time, I mean, you still have to keep your mind open to other points of view, and you have to, I think, just, if I'm getting the words correct, maybe be a little bit more respectful with how you might say things, because for some people it might come off as being smart or condescending or something like that. There's ways to disagree without being disagreeable.
You said that very eloquently. Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. And also, too, let me say this: she's not. I don't want her to feel like I wasn't trying to beat up on her or anything like that because, quite frankly, to be honest, there are a lot of African American or Black people who feel the same way she does because of their environment. That's what they haven't been exposed to anything greater than what it is. And they're not the only one. I mean, again, if you have Caucasian people that live in the trailer park, that's been their whole life, then they don't know any other Caucasian people that's on Wall Street. We are all products of our environment and what we've been exposed to. So if now that she's an adult, if she chooses not to study history and find out more about the contributions to the African American culture, then that's on her. I mean, we are all responsible for learning ourselves, and that's the problem. We get caught up in what everybody else is saying, and we don't take the time to look things up for ourselves. Look at our country. Go back in history. Okay, everywhere that you go or everywhere that you call is English or Spanish. Spanish people didn't start out building this country. It was Africans that were here that built this country. You ain't never called a place and it says press 1 for English and 2 for Swahili. Most of us don't even know part of our culture. My father was African American, so I can't tell you what tribe my family was from in Africa, but I can tell you my Native American tribe because my grandfather was born on an Indian reservation in Pulaski, Tennessee, because my mother taught me that. The culture, in one respect, is very much lost because we don't have those privileges here. And we have not come together in a situation where we need to go and fight for our lost culture. Most people just let it stay lost. They're not interested in fighting to know more about it. Changing the situation.
I want to add on to some.
Just let it be the way it is.
Mama Diva, I was talking to my STAR teacher the other day, and he was like, well, we always say, well, we know who discovered Chicago. It was a Black man. But we know who's running Chicago. Right. We know that. I'm just saying. And my thing was, I was trying to introduce 900 to some people outside of what she see on social media or what she see with her eyes. I'm not saying she don't see none of those things. Listen, I'm not saying that she don't see some of those things that she's talking about. I'm not saying that. But there's a whole another level of Black people, group of Black people are doing great things. We had people came on here and said they've been married over 20-some years. One of her pet peeves is Black people ought to get married. And I agree with her. I agree with her on that. We need more marriage. I agree with her on that. But she's not always wrong. But my thing is, she never comes with no positivity of the Black race. You always come with bad things to say. And that's aggravated the platform. I've given her voice on this platform to speak because it's live, uncut, and edited. I don't want her to be, like I told people, I like to hear other sides of the way people thinking outside of me because I don't always have it right. I don't have always the right answers all the time. So my point is, you got to dig deeper. If you're looking for Black people that's outside of what you see on Fox News, CNN, or social media, or the people that you know or grew up with, there's better Black people. A lot of people that I'm in the circle with, they're doing great things. Great things. Great things. Not just financial, but they love each other. They married. They doing things in the community. They community activists. They're doing a lot of great things. They're giving, helping the poor, and all that. She don't see that. The media don't see that.
I don't know nothing like that.
I know you don't know like that. But what I'm saying,
as far as Fox News goes, you should see the Black reporters on Fox News. There are African American people on Fox News reporting the news.
That's positive. I don't watch Fox News.
Then hold on, but let me say this.
I was just saying what Martin was saying. What you see on Fox, instead of looking at the negative, look at the positive. There are several African American journalists on television, on MSNBC, on CNN, all of that.
Okay, but I don't know those people, so that's not my lived experience. Yeah, that's nice to see it all, but I'm talking about my personal experience.
Okay, exactly. And you know what? I'm sorry that all you know is black ghetto gut bucket trash. I apologize for that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that that's it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but the thing is, if that's all you know, then that's what's inside of you, because you're only going to be connected to people that are like you.
That means you've been around it and you should know a little bit more about it.
Lord,
you are who you meet.
Can I say something more?
oh my! Hold on. I'm trying. Hold it, brother. Hold it. I'm trying to process that. Lord, have mercy. I think that went over y'all head.
You
but
are who you meet.
listen.
That's why I got a lot of fat friends, because I'm fat.
Mm.
You are who you meet.
All you around is black people, so you just mad at them. Shit.
But listen, hold on, sister. Hold on. Let me just say this. Somebody put in the comments that there are about 10 HBUs in where she lives at in Atlanta. And those are historical black colleges.
Yeah, I've been to 2 of them. I've been to Spelman.
Okay.
And I've been to Morehouse.
Okay. So you couldn't find nothing good about none of those people that you went to school with either. I know it. I
didn't say I went to those schools, Mark.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. I said I've been on those campuses.
Okay. Well, you need to get more acquainted with some of those people, and you'll see another side.
Maybe I do.
Maybe you do. You know, maybe you do, and I think you'll be okay. But right now, you got tunnel vision, and the people you got to be careful. The people that you attract. You got to be careful. You attracting these certain type of people, and you probably just like them. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. No,
because I don't see people like that around I don't see people like that in my personal circle.
Right.
I don't see people like that around me. I don't. People like that are dangerous.
Yeah, okay. Well. All right. Well, did you look up that like I asked you?
Yeah, I looked it up.
Let me hear them numbers. Let me hear it.
Let me see. Okay, so there's several news articles, NPR, Vox. It says, are there really more black men in prison than in college? First of all, I didn't read the article. I just kind of skimmed through it. But it says here, let me scroll down.
What that got to do with it?
Sir, let her talk. Let her talk.
Some numbers.
Y'all get to just let her talk. Let her find it. Let her find the numbers. Go. I'm waiting on her to talk. Go ahead.
It's a long article. Hold on. Okay,
we ain't talk about articles. We talk about what's going on.
I'm just gonna go back to where it says. It said there are 1.4 million black men in college right now.
Okay.
And it was 740,000 in prison.
Okay.
That's because I would say this though.
No. All I want to hear what the numbers say. I don't need to hear your opinion.
That's a great thing.
I just want to hear. Okay, that's a great thing. Now that we got that established, thank you, Mother Diva. Thank you, Mother Diva. Thank you. Okay. Maybe you could. Okay. Maybe you could put that in your category.
No, but what the fuck is you talking?
Okay. Hey, sir.
You were just talking.
Sir. Yeah.
My last one. Shit. Dang.
I don't worry about y'all.
Martin, you need to do a show on these stupid people that went down there trying to find the Titanic.
I'm just playing.
All y'all do.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for them whatsoever.
Right.
I don't either.
Okay.
Why not? Why you don't?
Because maybe I'm wrong. I guess whenever something happens to people who are rich, especially who do something incredible.
No, don't do that.
I don't feel. I don't feel sorry.
I don't feel sorry for them because they rich.
No. That's that. I just had a conversation with someone on social media about that. It's not because stupidness comes in rich, poor, or middle class. It doesn't matter.
Preach.
Don't. Here's the thing about, and this may also be something that this young lady, she's probably experienced as well. There are, and I'm not going to generalize, but there are a large amount of numbers of African American people that will attack people based on their income. Just because they're rich doesn't mean we shouldn't have any regard for human life. Don't feel sorry for them, not because they're rich, but don't feel sorry for them because they were stupid. I don't care because they're stupid, not because they have money.
Why were they stupid?
They were stupid because if you go do the research, you will find that they got in a submarine that had been an experimental situation, and they're going to the bottom of the ocean trying to find wreckage from 111 years ago of a ship that people that was in charge of said not even God can sink this ship. And God sunk the ship. So now you're going to go down there messing with some stuff you have no business messing with. If they are not found by Thursday, they are all dead. And they might be dead now because there could have been some unforeseen situations that have happened. You don't know what is at the bottom of the ocean. There's some spiritual things. There are some things that are going on down beneath the earth that are beyond our comprehension. The same thing up in the sky. People need to leave Yahweh stuff alone. Leave God stuff alone. This is the same thing that happened when some explorers tried to go over to Turkey and find Noah's Ark. They fell to their death. That's why I say that they're stupid, and I don't care whether they did or not, because they shouldn't have done that.
That's what should happen to them.
I'm gonna be quiet on that. I'm gonna hold my judgment on that. Okay. Okay, Marcus. Let Marcus talk. Go ahead, Marcus.
I'm new to this sub thing.
Me
but
too.
Rich people, they tend to spend their money. They so rich that they spend it on what I would call stupid stuff. It's like these rappers. They go pay $50,000. Hear me out. They go pay $50,000 for a watch. Why not take that $50,000 and buy the block that you're talking about you came from? Now, I mean, to each his own with their money. Maybe that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But at the end of the day, we need to pray for those people and pray that they be found. What they did was dumb. And no, you're right. You don't go messing with something that I can't say that God sunk it, because it could have been a lot of things that sank that ship. But one of the things they messed up and said was not even God can sink it. And God sunk it. There were a lot of wicked people.
That's why I said God sunk it.
when you look at the movie and it tells the story, there were a lot of rich tycoons who thought that they were God, and that's the way rich people thought back then, and that's the way some of them think today. But there are some great rich people. Either one of us, we could be rich in money. We're already rich in spirit based on all of you all's conversation, even though we disagree and agree. We're all rich, but we look at the money part, and you don't mess with something that God may have done to teach man a lesson. But there were innocent people on that ship too. 4 people who they locked in the basement in the hull of that ship and let it go down because they felt their lives wasn't worth nothing. Like we're
not talking about feeling sorry for the original Titanic. We're talking about the new one. There's a submarine. Some explorers went looking for it, and they're missing.
The new one.
Yes, Marcus. Let me tell you what happened. 5 people paid $250,000 apiece to get in a submarine to go down into the ocean floor to find the Titanic.
Yep.
This is something that happened yesterday.
That's why they're so stupid.
Yeah. Marcus, I'm glad you're on the line. What happened to getting the flyer to the young lady about the Republican thing? I thought we was doing that.
That's not him. That's Mark. That's Mark.
Oh, that ain't him? Oh, okay.
Okay, that's not him. They showed
I thought that was him.
That's not him. Okay, I got another call.
Different people.
I got another caller, 917. I think that's Sarge. 917.
That's not Sarge. It's me. How are you?
Oh Lord, I got two of them on here. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Keep it
Where my pistol at? That's Tiffany. I ain't saying your name again.
Me and Tiffany are not the same person. Let's put this to rest right now. Me and Tiffany are not the same person. Say something, Tiffany.
Tiffany, say something.
I just want to say that you're a fiend.
Right. So we talking at the same time. So me and Tiffany are two different people.
Yeah.
Two different people.
Marie. Hey, Marie, you're so sarcastic. Sometimes it's funny because I understand the sarcasm, right? But I just wanted to say that you're sarcastic and you're funny too, like hilarious, right? This is a good thing, right? Even though it sounds like it might irritate people, but okay.
It does.
So, Martin, yeah, I know it does. I listen to you. But anyways, I don't want to start no problem. So, okay. So what I want to say, right, Martin, and if you could just let everybody else know that I don't want to be cut off, like, you know what I'm saying, like always, right? When me and you are talking, right?
But
you hold the knowledge, right?
But Tiffany, let me just hold on. Let me just say something. You're speaking to the audience, okay? Not just me. I understand you don't want to be cut off. Nobody wants to be cut. Please don't cut off. You're speaking to the audience. You're not just having a one-on-one conversation with me. We all are in a group. It's a group chat. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, do you remember the last time that I called and I was like hooping and hollering? Do you remember all that? The last time?
Yeah.
I was the white guilt politician. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? Okay.
Yes, I remember that.
So, yeah, I just want to say that everything that is still going on, except what we saw. What was it on Sunday? I think when they hit Willowbrook, and then not only was it Willowbrook, right, but if you take a look around all the USA, right, that's when they finally. It was only one station, CNN, and I was so surprised that they released it for the world to see. Remember, I told you that we're hidden. Do you remember that when I said, "Oh yeah, all of our crime it usually stays in state or local, right? Because they don't want to. They don't want to. You remember all this?"
Put your mouth on the phone. Okay.
Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm saying, do you remember all this? Like how it's saying that they want to hide us. They try to hide our crimes. That we don't make it to the world news. Do you remember that?
Okay.
Like how? So I just wanted to, say to because I know you've been talking about crime, right?
Yeah.
So I just really that it goes back to that. It's just that. It's white guilt politicians. This will never change. No mayor, no president, no one. Remember I said that I'm not going to even blame the mommies anymore? Do you remember that? When I said I'm not going to even blame moms anymore? Because this cannot be changed. If it's the white man, right, that's what we're told, that it's their face on, then he would be doing something, right? He'd be taking over, I guess, this country, right? So it's white guilt politicians. So we cannot blame any mayors, nothing, no Democrat, no Republican Party. It's one thing. So I know that we want to save our race, right? And we do, right? And but until we can get through white guilt politicians, right? And that's what it would take. It would take with that gay crap. I don't know if you followed any of that. Thousands white folks went down there about that gay stuff. Oh, they were not happy at all. But until we can make a movement like that and we can get to these white guilt politicians begging them and telling them to do something about it, to change these laws, right? Especially our gun laws, right? But the gun laws targeting the straw law, right? Which is where the elite, where people are selling the guns, right? And then it's going to whoever's hands it wants to be,
Okay, Tiffany.
They sell it to, right? Okay, that's all.
Okay, all right, okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
All right. Now we got it straight that Tiffany is not Marie and Marie is not Tiffany. They both spoke at the same time. We got that straight. Because I got so many people, they be in my box. Martin, you slow. They the same person, just trying to tell me. And I'm interviewing people all the time. I'm listening to voices all the time. Yeah. Yeah. But okay. All right. All right.
No, I just want to ask you what you think, Martin.
No. You talk. Listen, you're not talking to me individual. We're talking to the panel. This is inclusion. We're including everybody in this, Miss. We're including everybody. It's not just me. You know, and I didn't agree with some of the stuff you said about begging white people. Well, I don't believe in begging white people, and all our problems is not based on white people. So I want to get that out clear. Some things that we can do and control ourselves.
I am an equal opportunity beggar. I beg everybody.
Yeah, well.
She said we need cities.
No.
And the only thing the white man could do for me is pay me my paycheck. That's all he can do. That's all he's good for. Is pay me my paycheck.
Martin, finish because I want to hear that.
Yeah, but that's basically what I was saying. I mean, some things when we step out our door, the white man ain't responsible for us throwing trash on the ground. We can pick trash up. Certain things we can do ourselves.
Exactly.
So you know, the white man is not totally responsible for. Now he has some part in it, having us shoot and kill each other, self-hate. Now, but this crime in these communities are engineered by controlling money, finances. Because as we said earlier, Marcus said it, you put two starving lions in the cage together, they're going to eat each other, they're going to kill each other. And when you squeeze these communities, these poor communities, and take away the resources, and this is what you get. And black people, we have been, especially black men, we have one of the highest rate of unemployment in our community. The numbers speak volumes. The numbers speak. They speak on that. So,
Martin.
Go ahead, Roosevelt.
Martin.
Roosevelt.
This is exactly how come. Exactly why I have a problem with, like I said, what those rich people did, being so stupid that they wanted to go to the bottom of the ocean floor. $250,000 a piece. How many people could have been helped with $250,000 each? How many people could have been dead? How many, you know, all of that and everything, but they want to do something so incredibly stupid.
But Roosevelt, let me just say this. Roosevelt.
That's exactly how come I don't have any sympathy for whatsoever.
Roosevelt, don't be a hater of rich people. Listen, let me just say this. Let me just say this in all due respect. Listen, God bless them or the devil, whoever, they got them riches. That's their money.
The devil.
Not everybody rich is not the devil. It's rich people out here that got their money, honestly. But I can say this. There's no rich person in America that got rich by themselves. Somebody had to help them to get to that point. I'll say that.
Right.
So let me just say this. The way you spend your money is the way you spend it. You don't give all your money to the poor. You don't do that. So you can't demand what a rich person could do with their money. That's their money. Now, if they want to be selfish, that's them. That's them. I learned a long time ago, I'm not angry at no rich person. I used to be, not anymore, because that's their money, and they're going to give accountability what they did with their money. Now, if you want to go biblical, the scripture said the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. That's what the scripture said.
Just ain't got it yet.
Yeah, well, hey.
Plus,
I'm just.
I don't think that the Bible speaks well of riches no way.
Right.
It says that.
Right.
Just like these people, they said that it's easier for
Roosevelt
to go through the eye of a needle
Roosevelt,
for a rich man to go to heaven.
Roosevelt, you got to study that a little deeper. We ain't gonna get into that point, but you got to study a little deeper. Let me just say this to you, Roosevelt. You're not only rich.
Now, come on, Mark. You can't mention the Bible and then he mentioned the Bible. Now that's not fair.
No. What I'm saying is,
hold
on. No, what I'm not saying. What I'm saying is that scripture is more detailed than that. What just read out. It's more to that. That's surface, but it's more to that scripture. I've studied on that, but that'll take a whole nother session to break it down. So what I'm not trying to do is get into a confusion thing like that. That's not a subject
And
about that.
Job was rich and
Yes.
he was righteous. So
Right.
there are some rich, righteous people.
Right. There is. So see, but that's that sweet by and by mentality they taught us through religion that despise rich people. We're not going to do it. You could be rich in spirit. You have a lot of people rich in spirit. You don't have to have a monetary to be rich. You know, I was on a line one time with all millionaires, and I think I was the only broke one on there. They didn't know it. I'm just telling you. They didn't know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed, Martin.
You're
Okay.
not broke, Martin.
Right.
You rich in spirit.
I'm
Good
rich
night,
in
good
spirit.
night, Martin.
Good night, 900. Good night. So,
Good night, 900. It was nice talking to you.
Right.
Good night.
I do have another caller, 912. 912.
Man, look, 900 gonna get off now that I done just got on here. Heard you talking about SARS. I'm like, come on, 900. You know you don't live that far away from me. You need to come on over here, girl. Stop playing.
Uh-huh.
Come to Jamaica, girl. Come to Jamaica, girl. You know I got you. You know I got you. Why you all sitting there all lonely in Georgia? Come on, girl. I'm straight hetero.
Yeah.
I will pop that thing. They get like popped on Friday. Bang, 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 bang,
Sarge,
bang, bang, bang.
Stop it, Sarge. Hey, let me give a shout out to a couple of people.
Stop, Martin. Don't shoot my shot, Martin.
I know. Hey, Sarge, let me get a shout out. I want Kendall LaRue. What's up, bro? I see you from the Butt Naked Truth Radio. I just want to give a shout out to my partner, Vera Giles Norris. She was out there as well. So I just wanted to, Kendall, if you wanted to call in, the number is 872-299-0808. Again, 872-299-0808. Go ahead, Sarge. I'm sorry I had to make that announcement.
Yeah, but I'm glad you finally got the both of them on at the same time. Because folks really thought that they was one and one same woman.
No, they're not. No, I knew better than that. I know that.
I know they not. You know they not.
Right.
Martin, are our ideologies different, Martin?
Yes, they are. Well, you guys do share similar things. You're similar talking points. But I can say about you, Tiff, you like black men. I know you like black men. I don't know what type of husband you married, white or black. I don't know, but I know you like black men. So you into
Well, aren't I black?
Right. Yeah, you're black. You know, you both.
Okay, go ahead.
You both. Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
My thing is, with 600, she don't want to see anything good from black people. And like Mother Diva, Mother Diva said it. You attract people the way you're attracting people to who you are, what you are. You know, Mother Diva said it. It went over y'all head. Y'all didn't catch it. And Mother Diva, she don't bash people.
You are who you meet.
That's it. And you know, and Mother Diva, she don't bash. Mother Diva don't bash people. I know her personally. She don't bash people. She had to say what she had to say. And she said, I'm mixed race.
Let you bash me first.
Right. Yeah, well, you know how that go. You gotta defend yourself.
Yeah.
So I mean, like the thing we probably have with 600 is she always talking down on black people. She never say anything good. Now, Tiffany, opposed to you will say some things good about black people. You will do that. You will do that. You come down hard on us, but you will get on here and say good things about some black people. But what hurt us about 600 was I asked her, could you name me 5 things that you like about black people? General. She said she couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. And she says her mother is black, but I thought her father was black, but I'm just saying it is. And it kind of bothered me. And I wanted to keep coming on, but I hate to make the show all about her eating all the attention up because it's not about her. But today she choked up on reading those statistics about more men in school and in college than in jail. She didn't want to believe that. So her deflection was, well, I didn't read all of it. I ain't read all of it.
Because I was going to tell her, Martin, I got two cousins have raised their kids from birth. Okay, raised their kids from birth, black men. So she don't want to hear the, she don't never want to hear the positive.
Well, like Mother Diva said, she's just a
And
tunnel vision.
Right.
She's a tunnel vision.
Right. No. Right.
Yeah, she lacks that.
But let's quit talking about she's gone. Let's go. Let me let
Well, you
Sasha.
know what, Martin? I just think that we all should be grateful that, you know, most of the people that do call in, they are diverse in their community and diverse in their mentality. And I feel blessed because the way that I grew up being around, like you did a show where about marriage and the husband and wife been married for years. When I was growing up, my mom was separated from my dad, but most of the kids that I played with most of them were from two parent homes. Like their mother and father was married and together. And, you know, I grew up around it. My sister was an AKA. You know, I grew up around Jack and Jill and, you know, the Girl Scouts, and I was involved in community stuff. So this was my environment. So, you know, unfortunately, you have people that's just not exposed to anything but negative things. And if she constantly feels negativity, that's because that's what's living in her. And we just hope that, you know, she continues to listen and call in and expose herself to more positive things, and she'll get better. We are all a work in progress, you know.
Hello, amen, preach.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Well, see, the thing, she need me to let me balance some hormones out. That's what's wrong with her.
Oh gosh.
That could be wrong too.
Over there drinking that thing and smoking cigarettes on the YouTube video.
Smoking cigarettes? I ain't smoked cigarettes in a couple of years. But I tell you, y'all don't look. If Martin, you a man, and Martin, you a man, I'm a man. We from the same era. Are we not? We ain't that far different in age, are we?
No. Sarge, you can't
see how irritable you see how irritable we get if it done been too long.
Yeah.
We get mean.
Sarge, it ain't been long for you. You just not.
And she young.
Yeah.
Probably need her back in her inbox. She probably do.
She need her back blown out.
I fully agree with her. That's a wonderful feeling, Sarge.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm lying.
Hey, hold it.
You know, Sarge is a turntablist. You gonna put the 1,200 on you a turntablist.
Mother Diva. Mother Diva.
The XLR and the RCA cables.
Mama Diva. We get ready. Mama Diva, we get ready to close out. But I want to say this before we go. You said something real important. I'm just thinking you said something to her real important. No, she said something to you that I didn't agree with. I didn't like. She said that, how is history going to make me money? Learn about that. And I didn't, you know, that kind of.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like that.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. You know, I didn't like that. That blew me.
She talked to us. But basically, what she said was, "How does knowing any of this make you any money?"
Right.
She the one that decided to turn it into money.
Right.
So the only reason I responded in that manifestation and said, "Well, we weren't discussing money. We were talking about, you know, it from a different perspective." But to actually answer that question, if she learned about what her ancestors created and invented, maybe she could create an invention that can make us some money. I mean, how else can you answer that question? But she just kind of went into a different direction. So, but once again, you have to understand the mentality of people you're dealing with. She spills a lot of negativity, so that's what she is. But you know, we just have to hope for the best with her and hope that things get better for her.
Well, this is the last time we're gonna talk about her.
People who think that way.
I'm gonna tell you, Mother Diva can co-sign. She can co-sign. We first generation Chicago house music DJs off our invention of house music and the DJing and stuff. Boy, a lot of us, we made $500,000 at least. That's lowballing. Off that, we sure did. We made some money off that. You had doggone 22-year-olds riding around that was DJs in brand new Corvettes back in 1984, getting it in.
Okay.
Hold it.
Oh,
I
sorry.
can't buy a Corvette now, but I'm just saying.
Okay, hold it right
We
there. Hold it, y'all. Hold it.
some money.
Hold it now.
I have to let SARS know this. The city council passed the legislator that the warehouse is now going to be a historical landmark.
I know. I saw that.
Okay.
I saw that.
All right. Listen. All right. Done with that. We get ready to close out. I got a few people on here I haven't heard from. I'm gonna give y'all 1 minute to talk, and we out of here. I'm gonna start with 3268. 3268, and we out of here. 32.
Yeah, Martin.
Go ahead, Roosevelt. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to say what you ever want to say. Go ahead.
Well, it's good to be on and everything with you. Thanks as always. Lovely show as always. And I just like to say, like I said, that we need to get down much more on our youth, especially about what happened yesterday. Like I said, I think there needs to be an age of 18 or more in order to get a smartphone. That's why these things can happen. And I think that, parents need to just get more in their children. The parents need to unify. And I think adults also need to unify and, even teach our children the Bible and try to get them back into church or whatever it is, and education and even learning history. And, this way, I think that, if we have stronger families and stronger parents, that we will have better and stronger communities.
Martin, can I say my last words?
When I come to you, you're going to have nobody's going to interrupt you. I'm going down the line here. Okay. 9433. You got 1 minute. 9433. Go ahead, caller.
Okay. I just want to say, I love your show, Martin. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
If you bring positive energy will come all the time. And our youth is crying out for help.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. We're going to 612, area code, Minnesota. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Okay, you got a great show, Martin. It's good you got come on and voice their opinions and talk and everything. I hope they get that team, situation under control, because I like to come visit, but I'm kind of nervous about it because there's so much going on.
Okay. All right. We hope to see you. 0941. Marcus.
All right. I would hope that people who see the bad side of us, when I say black people who see the bad side of us, I hope that you don't fall in the category that I almost myself fell in. And that's hating your own people. To hate your own people is to hate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a dangerous thing to do. Mm-hmm. Also, I would say to these teenagers, there's a difference between having fun and total disobedience. Mm-hmm. Not all teenagers, but some of the teenagers of the day, they have a I don't give a F attitude until something harsh come down on them. And there are a lot of young adults out there posing as teenagers in those crowds. And some of those young adults never grew up. They're still teenagers in a grown person's body. And so if you all don't get your act together, you're going to wake up and you're going to be told that you can't come over this way no more. And you're going to scream racism. But the townsfolk ain't coming to save you this time, because what you're doing is wrong. Tearing up people's cars, a gas station that people utilize or whatever. It may be a materialistic thing, but it's what people use in that community. The lakefront over there at 31st used to be a place where you can go and chill. It's never been 100% great when I say great, it's never been 100% where there was no violence. There was violence when I was coming up. But now I can go back to the days of my mother and my father who went to the same lakefront, and they tell me a different story of how nice it used to be where you could just chill and be cool. It should be back that way. Just like the house heads that go out there and have fun, just like what we saw in back of DuSable, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
We can do this. And just like what I saw at O'Halloran Park, we can do this. Nobody got shot, and there was young people up at O'Halloran Park playing a basketball game on 83rd, right off of Western. We can do this. Let's do it. Let's prove our naysayers wrong. Black people don't fall into hating people. You can hate the way some of us act all you want. That's understandable. No one wants to come to a messed up neighborhood. Pick up the paper in your own front yard before you try to clean up in somebody else's yard. I close with that.
99, 99, 99, 99. Mama.
At first, I didn't know what you guys were talking about with the
ship.
team thing. I'm looking at this now. It seems that several teams took over a BP gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what happened, Martin, on 31st?
Yes.
Now, I find it very interesting because, see, I'm a spiritual person. I find it very interesting that it was a BP. Because if you remember, BP was responsible for a major oil spill back in 2010 in the Gulf.
Mm-hmm.
And that oil spill has caused severe health problems for people in that area. Cancer, different infections. People have suffered for the last 13 years behind this oil spill. Now, I'm not saying that what these kids are doing is wrong, but I find it very interesting that we're living in times where these teenagers are uprising, they're on a rebellion streak, and they out here doing this. And you got to go back in time and look at history. You got to look at how, Caucasian people was doing this, and now the tables have turned. See, it's all wrong, but whatever we put out there comes back to haunt us. And the issues are we need to have resolution. We don't have, we complain about stuff, but what is the solution? See, and Brandon Johnson said that he wanted to create more jobs and more programs for the youth so they'll have something to do, because this is ridiculous for 100 teenagers to organize something, to take over a gas station and destroy the place. And if Lori had welcomed the National Guards to control this situation, you're not going to stop crime, because crime is a business. If there was no crime, people wouldn't make any money. So, but you can lessen it. So, the situation at hand is, if you want something bad enough, if you want the change bad enough by any means necessary, like Malcolm X, you'll get it done by any means necessary. And it's just time for us to execute and get it done.
Thank you. Okay, 917, go ahead.
So Martin, with all of the facts, thank you, I appreciate it. With all of the facts, not opinions from all these other people on the line just speaking, right? White boy has the power, because we cannot change the hearts and the minds of the moms that have these kids, right? Obviously, the only person that can control it is white boy. Now let's picture this, Martin. What if it was white boy kids? Close your eyes, think about it. What if those white boys?
They do the same thing.
Do you hold on a minute? Hold on, please. So Martin, just picture if it's white boys that you see and doing this as much as we're seeing it. Do you think white boy would allow to be embarrassed by the world? Do you think white boy would allow any of our enemies outside of this country, allow them to see that? You see where I'm going with this, Martin? So take our little black boys, right? Put white boys in there, and just imagine if that white boy would have his white kids to be seen like that around the world. White boy won't do it.
White boy, we would have been put a stop to it. The reason why there ain't no National Guard, because they're still standing down, just like under Floyd. They're not going to stand up. It's only one race that is allowed, right, to do, right, what they're doing, right? But let that white boy kid do it, Martin. Oh, no. He's going to put that stop to it ASAP. That's why they hide our faces. It's the white boy. We cannot change the hearts and the minds of the mommies of today, right? It won't happen, Martin. It just won't, right? If we take a look at the timeline, right? We can go back 10 years, right? It's no mayor, no black mayor, right? And it's all around the country, right? That's the success, right? Of where we are today. We have black women. Everything is mostly black politicians that are taking care of our cities. I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat. White boy is supposedly supposed to have the power to make this right, but he won't. He's allowing it. Let it be little white boys out there doing what we see every day. You think white boys? No, man, no. White boy ain't never. No, white boy would never allow our allies and our enemies outside of our America. No, heck no. No, you won't ever see it. What do you think, Martin?
I'm not answering the question. I'm just going on to the next one. That's your closing comments. I understand you. Okay. Sarge, go ahead.
Okay, well, you know I got to end it with 60 seconds of song.
Go ahead.
I got to sing a song to 900. I'm going hip-hop, going in hot.
Martin, be safe. I'm praying.
Thank
Martin,
you.
I'm out of here.
Thank you. Go ahead, Sarge.
I'm praying.
Okay, please excuse my attitude. Sorry if I'm being rude, but I got something to say to you. Hoping you won't lose your cool. I want to sneak you out and play with me. You could spend the day with me, and we can ride and see the sights.
Okay,
it's going down tonight.
Okay, that's enough of them. All right, we gone, people. We going. All right, people. You already know what it is.
Hallelujah! You know I gotta go there. I miss my calling as a stand-up comedian.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. Good night.